Go interactive with X-Ray, where we bring trading experts to you live in the platform. Choose sessions, watch live market analysis, and catch up on your favorite market insights anytime. Ask questions and go one-to-one with leading experts on gold, oil, FX, crypto, indices, and equities. X-Ray, your very own analysis team, right at your fingertips. That's higher trading from MarketsX. Discover how some of the top executives are trading their own companies with our Insider Trades tool. See who's been buying or selling stock and what their trades say about insider sentiment. Use this unique big data tool to make more informed stock trades. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Boom, and we're live. What's happening, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, Europe. And welcome, everyone, to our live stream. Big shout out to everyone that's battling with the heat wave. Guys, stay hydrated, stay cool, and remember to trade responsibly. We're exactly 30 minutes ahead of the opening bell today, and the market started picking up the volatility. What's happening in the markets today, 29th of June, 2021? Coming up. The economic calendar started picking up for the week, and today most data came from the EuroZone. However, of great importance will be the consumer confidence data from the US, which will be announced 30 minutes into the US trading session. And just before that, we will see a press conference from the European Central Bank, where Christine Lagarde will probably address, among other things, the bond purchase tapering, which caused a lot of debate with the ECB policymakers. Let's see what's happening with the U.S. stock markets right now. The U.S. stock markets are seen opening mixed today, with focus on the banking sector after the major U.S. lenders announced plans to boost their dividends in the wake of the Federal Reserve stress tests. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq might be handing back some gains today after closing at record highs yesterday. And the blue chip Dow Jones Industrial Average dipped 0.4% at closing yesterday, and it's definitely worth keeping an eye on for any signs of potential strength. We're looking at the British pound right now, which took a hit today after the country reported over 22,000 new COVID cases on Monday, which is the highest level since late January. The highly contagious Delta variant makes up the vast majority of these new cases, and this is resulting in the UK becoming more and more isolated. Hong Kong will ban all passenger flights from that part of the world from Thursday, 1st of July. Its government announced yesterday, while Spain has taken UK visitors off its list for restriction-free travel. Let's see what's happening with the crude oil WTI, guys, a few minutes ahead of the U.S. markets open. We're looking at crude oil WTI weakening today on the European trading session on worries that new COVID cases rise worldwide, but it started picking up as we got closer and closer to the opening bell, still maintaining its trend channel to the upside. Expectations are growing of the OPEC Plus group agreeing to increase supply in August, particularly after Bloomberg reported that the group's joint technical committee is set to see Tuesday figures that show that demand is poised to exceed supply by 1.7 million barrels a day in August. However, the rapid spike in COVID cases might affect global demand. The API weekly crude oil stock will be announced later today and tomorrow. The crude oil inventories should provide traders a clear direction ahead of the OPEC Plus meeting on Thursday. Now, let's have a quick look at the famous cryptocurrencies, the mighty Bitcoin and Ethereum, which marked some gains today after yesterday's losses, but technical analysis is still showing a potential downtrend for the famous cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is currently trading at $36,041. It only started picking up minutes ago. And Ethereum broke the $2,000 mark, trading as high as $2,188.54. Now, let's have a quick look at the charts. Let's have a look at some trading signals, guys, and let's talk a bit about the markets. Now, if you have any comments, if you have any opinions, anything you're struggling with, feel free to type your comments, and I will do my best to answer any questions you have anytime you type. I see Chris typing. Hi, Andrew. Nice to see you today. Nice to see every single one of you guys. And let's have a quick look at the charts in exactly 30 seconds from now and see how the markets perform today before the opening bell. Stay tuned.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.
Right, and we're back with the charts of the day, beautiful people. We are exactly 15 minutes away from the opening bell. Let's see what is expected to happen. We're going to start with Crude Oil WTI on a 60-minute chart. We're using the charts of investing.com. So we see Crude Oil WTI dropping on the European trading session, faking a breakout to the downside. Okay, dropping all the way down to 72 flat earlier on today. And from there, the volatility started picking up, pushing Crude Oil WTI futures at $73.39, 15 minutes before the opening bell. Now, I was telling you a couple of minutes ago about the uptrend remaining healthy, and there is the proof, guys. Yeah, if you draw your trend lines, if you draw your support resistance levels, okay, and you make sure most of the tops are touching that line, okay, you're going to see that it starts looking like an uptrend, and this uptrend is well supported by the 200 moving average. Let's see what's happening with the euro. Today, the euro is trading at 118.84 right now, with the RSI stochastic at their lows, pointing to the downside. Okay, after a new spike in COVID cases in the European Union. Let's see what's going to happen. There is great potential for the downside today for the euro, the pound, and the Aussie dollar and the Kiwi dollar from what I was seeing earlier on the trading signals. Let's move on. Let's have a quick look at the pound and see what happened with the pound on the European trading session today. Quick reminder for beginner traders. Yeah, we're looking at the last 5, 6, 7 candlesticks in the very far right. Okay, as we're using a 1-hour chart, and every candlestick represents 1 hour. 138.30 for the pound this afternoon after it kept on dropping on the European trading session. We're looking at the RSI stochastic at their lows right now. Probably we're going to see a bit of a correction at the opening bell, or we might see a catalyst that's going to push the pound to its previous low, which was around the 137.93 level. We're going to have a look at some trading signals in just a minute to confirm the technical analysis theory. Now, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen gained a bit on the European trading session, but overall, we saw a very choppy trading session, currently trading at 110.64 with the RSI turning around, pointing downwards. The stochastic still pointing upwards, and the price still well supported by that 200 moving average. What's a bit worrying, guys, it's this, I guess I could call it a double top. Yeah, we saw the market not being able to making it further away from the previous high. However, I'm sure the opening bell will give us a bit of direction for the markets. Let's not forget that we're going to have, in 21 minutes, we're going to have a press conference from the European Central Bank where Christine Lagarde will address some burning problems in Europe. And in exactly 41 minutes from now, we're going to have the consumer confidence for the month of June, which analysts are forecasting to come out better than the previous one at 119 flat versus the previous at 117.2. Now, If the consumer confidence comes out in the green, then probably that's going to be the catalyst that the US dollar is waiting for, shooting higher. Also, at 1800 hours and 1900 hours, we're going to have a press conference from Germany. We're going to have the German president holding a press conference. And at 11:30 GMT plus 3, just half an hour before midnight, we're going to have the API weekly crude oil stock, which should give traders a better indication on the crude oil prices for tomorrow. So USDJPY 110.62 with the RSI pointing downwards, stochastic pointing upwards. So there is a bit of divergence between technical indicators. However, the consumer confidence data, which will be released in 40 minutes from now, should give us a better direction for the day. Moving on, we're looking at the Aussie dollar, which took a massive beating in the last 24 hours, dropping heavily overnight and dropping heavily on the European trading session as well, trading all the way down to 0.7516 with both RSI and stochastic way into the oversold levels. Now, there might be a bit of a correction on the markets at the opening bell, or this might be the catalyst that the euro, the pound, and the Kiwi dollar and the Aussie dollar are waiting for to continue their journey to the downside. As there is a big spike in the COVID cases in Australia, and we saw Sydney announcing a bit of a lockdown yesterday. We saw many countries in Europe fighting this bloody virus, and we saw the Great Britain heavily affected, with over 20,000 cases reported in the last 48 hours. This is what's happening so far, 0.7518. Let's see what's going to happen from here. USDCAD, on the other hand, gained overnight, gained on the European trading session as well, trading all the way up at 123.89 versus the Canadian dollar. Okay, the price is well supported by both moving averages, and I'm not going to be surprised if we're going to see a bit of a pullback, a retest of that yellow line or the red line. However, the upside prevails for the USD as long as the data coming out will be in the green. Quick look at the S&P 500, closed the day yesterday at record highs, $4,290.61. Positive opening might be expected today for the S&P, or a bit of a pullback. Let's see what's going to happen with the Dow Jones, which closed below the opening price yesterday, 34,282.28 at closing. Again, a mixed opening is expected. The heavy Nasdaq closed in green yesterday, just like the S&P 500. So it might be a very interesting day where gains might continue for the U.S. indices. Now, the U.S. dollar index gained as well. On the Asian trading session and on the European trading session today, 92,140 is the current market price. We see a red candlestick opening, and we see the two indicators at the bottom, the RSI and the stochastic, turning around and pointing to a potential correction. Now, remember, a retest after such a rally of 5, 6, 7 hours is more than welcome to happen. It doesn't mean we're going to see a reversal in the trend. So, small pullback might happen now and then. If the fundamentals remain sound, then the US dollar index might continue its journey towards its previous high, which was at 92,393. Let's see what's happening with gold futures right now. There you go. Big tank for gold after it was ranging for over a week. It finally got a bit of a catalyst. Unfortunately, it's to the downside. $1,754 on the dot for gold futures, 10 minutes ahead of the opening bell today. RSI stochastic trading at their lows, indicating potential selling power. We're looking at the price action falling below the 200 moving average for quite some time now. And on the back of a stronger US dollar, I'm not going to be surprised if I'm going to see gold futures trading as low as 1,700 flat. Now, let's see what's happening with Brent oil futures or the European oil, trading today at 74.66 as we speak, gaining. It started gaining 3-4 hours ago after it started the European trading session to the downside initially. RSI stochastic both pointing upwards. Let's not forget, tomorrow we have a big day, guys. We're going to have the crude oil inventories. And on Thursday, 1st of July, we're going to have the OPEC Plus meeting, where OPEC Plus announced they might be releasing some more output. Let's see what's going to happen. The markets will show us a sign. Silver futures currently trading at $25.73 after, again, ranging for a week or so. Okay, we're looking at the RSI stochastic pointing to the downside. Okay, let's see what's going to happen once the U.S. markets open and the volumes come into place. Now, Tesla had a good rally, but today most probably will open to the downside. This was the news. $688.72 at closing for Tesla yesterday. I am surprised by this high value in Tesla shares. So, the report was saying that Tesla falls pre-market, so it might open to the downside today, retesting that yellow line and closing the gap, which you see here. Yes, so 658.28 might be the first target to the downside for Tesla if that happens. Now, let's have a quick look at Facebook, which gained sharply, and probably it's going to open to the upside again today, $355.64 at closing yesterday after it gained a lawsuit. We're looking at Bitcoin once again, 36,173 for Bitcoin, and Ethereum is currently trading at 2,196.85. Okay, they are pushing to the upside. We can see this gold cross being formed there, by the 50 and the 200 moving average on Ethereum. Same thing can be said about Bitcoin. Again, gold cross being formed there by the 2 moving averages. This is what's happening in the markets so far, guys. Remember to join me again tomorrow, same time, same place for a new round of market talks. And until then, remember to trade responsibly and may all your trades be in the money. This video was sponsored by markets.com.
Keep your finger on the market pulse with the News Alerts tool. Stay up to date on the latest sentiment across all the major asset classes. Uncover bullish or bearish signals tied to specific assets that could be developing before major price moves, and track how news sentiment correlated with price in the past. Track the news volume on an asset, its fear index, and get a better feel for its underlying strength. All with News Alerts, your central hub for market information. That's higher trading from MarketsX.